Hi everybody, and a very warm welcome to Susannah's Kitchen, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And thank you for choosing to click on this video. So we make everything in the Ninja Foodi here, and Christmas is no exception. Of course, I don't expect you to be making a whole Christmas dinner for like 10 people using just one Ninja Foodi, but these recipes aren't just for Christmas Day. These recipes are for the full festive season. So I've got you covered with everything from party nibbles, starters, main courses, desserts, drinks. I've got the full works going on this December, so I really hope you enjoy these videos. Don't forget to give me a like below and subscribe to my channel as well. So today's recipe is an exclusive cookbook recipe. I've got a brand new Christmas cookbook that I have just released over on my website, which is www.susannahskitchen.uk. So go over there and grab yourself a copy. Now you don't need to worry about saving this video for today's recipe because there'll be a QR code in the cookbook which will link back if you do want to watch the recipe video again. And all my recipes are super achievable and of course really delicious. So I hope you enjoyed today's Ninja Foodi recipe. Let's go and start cooking. Tender crisp chicken is really easy to achieve. And we start off with some garlic in the bottom. This is just going to give us some flavour, and we're going to use the stock to make a sauce at the end, which is really super delicious. So make sure you've got good ingredients going in the bottom here because you're going to be eating it all. In there, we go in with some stock. Now I'm using a chicken stock here. If you prefer, you can use a veggie one, but chicken works really well. Now I'm going to lower over my crisper basket. Just give that a little jiggle because we need to move those garlic cloves so we can get that in. Great. And now I'm going to lower over my chicken. My chicken is a large chicken, 1.8 kilograms. So it's pretty big. And we should be able to just about get that in. Tuck those legs in. That is sitting in there really nicely. Now there's really not much to do at this stage. I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning just over the top of the chicken, but this is basically going to be pressure cooked. So when this is done, it's going to look completely anemic, boring, like it's just got no flavour at all really. But that is just the first stage of the tender crisp process. So trust it. It's going to be really super delicious and a really moist, tender chicken. So let's get the lid down and get it onto pressure. You need to ensure that your pressure valve up the top here is on seal, so it's facing towards the back. Switch over to pressure. Let's get some power on. We want it on high. We also want a quick release and just 15 minutes, because remember this is only stage one. We've got that building up of pressure time where it's going to be heating and starting to cook. We're going to have that quick release. It will remove the steam from the pot quite fast, but then we can move on to the next stage of cooking. And this really does just tenderize and start cooking the chicken really, really nicely. And then we can add some flavor. Great, the pressure cook part is complete. So all the pressure has been released from the pot, so we can slide that over and open up. And as I told you, we've got a very boring, anemic looking chicken. Doesn't look particularly desirable, does it? It smells really nice though, I can promise you that. So what I'm going to do is I've actually got 2 pots. If you don't have 2 pots, then you don't have to do it this way, but it just does make it a little bit easier. I'm just going to grab my basket with my chicken in and just let it drip any excess, and then I'm going to put my chicken straight into here. If you don't have that option, then obviously you can empty this out and then you can put the chicken back in. So either way is fine. So all I'm going to do is keep this for a little bit later, and we are going to make a beautiful sauce out of this. But for now, let's concentrate on our chicken. Now we need to really flavour this up, because we do not want a boring chicken. So let's get some oil over the top. Let's just rub that in. Oh, be a little bit gentle because that skin is quite delicate there where that has been under pressure. So just bear that in mind. Just sort of pat it. Now I also want to add, to make this extra special, some herby butter. So you add whatever herbs you want into here, but this is going to make the chicken taste so nice. Now it is going to slip and slide everywhere because this chicken is very, very hot. Probably going to use my brush just to brush as much of that over as I can. And now the method with tender crisp, after you have done your pressure cook stage, which is your tender, is that we need to crisp it. And to crisp it, we're going to air fry the chicken. Now you can, of course, guess this, or you can use the probe. And I will always opt to use the probe where I can because we're going to get a much more accurate cook. You want to insert this into the breast, but you want to get it into the thickest part. It's really important that that runs horizontally and in the thickest part to get your accurate cook. So let's get the lid down. Now on your screen, it is going to show that you've got your probe in here. So you've got the option here of preset or manual. So manual will mean that you're looking at a target temperature and you set that yourself, or you can do preset, and I normally go with that. I choose chicken and I put it onto well because obviously you want your chicken well done. I'm going to put it onto air fry and we just press start. So you can see here already where we've pressure cooked it, our probe temperature is 68 currently, and we need a safe temperature of 75. So just need to let that run now. I will time it and let you know how long it takes. We are almost there, and that has been around 17 minutes. Look at that. What a beaut. That looks so crispy and golden. Look at that lovely skin. Can you hear it? Oh, so nice. So I just use my separate thermometer just to give it a little check, just to make sure. I do find that if you get the probe in the right position, it is pretty accurate, to be fair. So but it's always worth a little check, isn't it, anyway? So I'm pretty happy with this. I've tried a few different places and you can kind of tell when it's cooked because when you put that in, the chicken feels nice and tender inside. So I think we are good. That is my tender crisp chicken. Look how delicious it is and so easy to create. So here is my tender crisp chicken. Look at that beautiful buttered and herbed coating that we've got on the outside. Absolutely delicious. Just wanted to show you how tender and moist this chicken is. I'm just slicing this up. Look how beautiful that chicken is. Tender crisp is really a great method for cooking your chicken in your Ninja Foodi.